Hi, I'm Jane Campbell from Frank Dowling Real Estate, and I'm joined today by Christian Lonzi, my business partner and brother.
Hi there.
And welcome to the March edition of the Moonee Valley Market.
So it's sad to say, but summer's finished now and the autumn market is just about to begin. But just to wrap up summer, now the Melbourne clearance rates were averaging for February at around about 70%, which means a more balanced market for both buyers and sellers. One thing we are noticing right now is that stock levels for March are increasing dramatically. So it'll be interesting to see how prices and the market will hold up moving forward. So my big tip this month is for all the sellers out there. Now, pricing your property correctly is going to be absolutely paramount moving forward. Given the fact that there's a lot more stock coming into the market, you need to make sure that your property represents really good value, because if it doesn't, of course the buyers will see a better option out there and it'll be your property that suffers. We've had a great run so far this year at Frank Dowling Real Estate with a 100% clearance rate so far and some great results too. Firstly, there was 176A Ogilvy Street in Essendon, which ended up selling prior to auction for a massive $1,725,000. So great result there. And another standout was number 31 Caravel Crescent in Strathmore Heights, which actually sold under the hammer for $1,270,000, being a new record for Strathmore Heights. So a great year in sales so far, and let's hope it stays like that moving forward. But Jane, tell me, how's the rental market going?
Thanks for asking, Christian. Well, we're currently in what I call peak season at the moment. That runs from mid-January all the way up to Easter. And what I mean by peak season is that we have a lot of tenants actively looking for properties to rent. Now, my advice to landlords is if you've got a vacant property at this time of the year and you haven't been able to lease it, then you've got to ask yourself why. More often than not, it's because your rent is too high. So I suggest you adjust your rent accordingly and get your property rented out in this time of the year. Because if you don't, we fall into slow times and then it'll be very hard to lease after this period.
Sounds a bit the opposite to what's happening in the sales department with the stock levels.
Yeah, the stock levels are quite low for us at the moment. Always at this time of the year, it's common.
But it's always about the pricing, isn't it? You're just going to make sure it's right.
That's right. Okay, so that's all we've got time for this month. But before we go, I'd just like to congratulate you, Christian.
Oh, thank you.
4 times running Agent of the Year in Essendon. Well done.
Yeah, it was a big honour actually, but I can't have done it without all my great support from yourself, Jane, and also my sales staff, all Teresa, Holly and Anthony. They've all been amazing. And of course, all my vendors that left us great testimonials. I really appreciate it, so thank you.
Well, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all next month for the Moonee Valley Market.
See you then.